All right, Tommy Moore here, drinking tea in the car, just about to nip into boxing, but I thought I'd share some thoughts before I do. And this particular discussion is going to be about lifestyles. And one of the things I want to get across is that for most people that would ever attack you, you would be exceedingly and phenomenally lucky for it to be their first day on that particular job. If you've got a violent criminal, an antisocial person, you would be very, very lucky for that person, for you to be the first person they ever tried sucker punching, for you to be the first person they ever knocked to the ground and kicked, for you to be the first person that they attacked in any way. You'd be very lucky. It's very unlikely for that to be the case. If you notch that up a couple of extreme levels, you take someone like a terrorist. Again, it's very unlikely this is the first time they've thought about, planned or trained for the thing they're going to do. If there's one thing that most of the modern terror attacks tell you, is that there's a good degree of coordination and preparedness that goes in it. If you think of the guys that attacked on London Bridge, the thought of taping a knife to your hand. Think about the rich layers of thought that go into that. They know they're going to drive a truck into a load of people. They know that eventually that truck will have to stop, and therefore they want to continue that carnage and chaos. And they figure it's the UK, so the easiest way to do this is with blades. As soon as you start to buy things that are bomb orientated, you find yourself on lists. So again, they've circumvented some degree of surveillance. They've considered the fact that their primary attack, the truck, will slow down, and their secondary attack with the knives, they've also considered that whilst it was a group attack, there's naturally going to be more people that they're attacking than the attackers. And therefore, you're probably going to get grappled, grabbed, swarmed. People will run and people will swarm, as is the way with all these things. And so they've considered that to stop those knives being taken away, to take them to their hands. So if you imagine, they've gone into a plan that's many layers deep of preparedness. If you think of your criminal, they're out there, what's the criminal look feel right now? It's important to be buff. It's important to be strong. It's important to go to the gym. Gym culture is bigger than ever before. Combat sports aren't just for the good guys. They aren't just for the nice guys. They're for the bad guys too. They are essentially a moralless tool that good people can pick up and bad people can pick up. So you got to understand that for a lot of people that would attack you, they'll be planning, there'll be experience, and there'll be training. And all of those boil down to what is essentially a lifestyle. So the people that you're training to keep yourself safe from are living a lifestyle of that degree of violence. They're thinking about it, they're doing stuff about it, they're planning it, and they're preparing their bodies and their minds and their skills for it. Some to a lesser degree, some to a greater degree. But therefore, it's incumbent on you to think, if you are into self-defense and self-protection, is what you're putting into that lifestyle greater than, or at least equal to, what those guys are putting in? And that's something really important to think about. Are you putting in the same level of graft at the gym, at sparring, as say a street criminal might do, going to the gym, also doing that sparring, but also committing those crimes every week? They're building that bank of experience, that university of villainy. They are at that university every day. Are you at your university every day? Are you building your skills and your awareness and your robustness every single day? So it's really important just to burn into your mind that what you might do 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, that still might not match the lifestyle of someone that might mean to cause you harm. And that's why it's very important to take a holistic look at your self-protection, at the physical skills you might need, the mental skills that you might need, the situational skills you might need, being financially secure, being emotionally robust. All of these things matter. Checking the tires on your car, stupid stuff, but it's very important. If you think of lifestyles, does your self-protection lifestyle marry up, and can it be robust against the lifestyle of the people that may oppose you or may cause you problems in the future? Something to think about. If you think you're probably doing enough and you believe you're doing enough, you're probably not doing enough. So get out there and think, but it doesn't always need to be you're at the gym every day, you're training every day. You can always be doing something to keep that self-protection lifestyle notched up a few areas. There's always more things to learn, to be aware of, to swat up on, to train in. There's always gaps in your game that you can fill. But for the moment, I just want to land the idea that for you, it might be a thing you do a couple of times a week. For other people, it may cause you harm. It will be their absolute lifestyle, their way of earning a living, their way of feeding their children, their way of looking after their mum. It may mean more to them than anything else in the world. And that's a motivation that you're going to have to countenance, understand, and deal with. So lifestyles are important. I'm going to drink my tea and go bash some people up.